was being deported. So,
Well,
You're a real boy.
so she needed another person. So I went up there and she hired me. We hit it off. And then she started showing me around the bed and breakfast. Like she said she used to be this 1930s, 40s Hollywood star, and she had all these pictures of supposedly her when she was younger, with all like the big names back then and stuff.
Elvis?
No, Elvis was not around. Clark Gable, those kind of people.
Who's Clark Gable?
Anybody?
Dan Gable's brother or something like that?
I've heard of it.
Anyway, go on.
Oh, this one. This will give you a hint who he is. Frankly, I don't give a damn.
I don't know.
One to ever cuss in a movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
You know what movie it is?
Nope, never heard it.
Ghostbusters.
Yes, Ghostbusters. No, Gone with the Wind.
What was the first movie they ever cast?
Yeah, ever use a curse word?
Frankly, I don't give a damn. That's
Frankly, dear, I don't give a damn. He was talking to Scarlett. Anyway.
Now that's mild compared to what we have now.
Well, yeah, but back then that's like, that was like scandalous. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So, I'm there for about 2 days, 3 days. On the 4th day I go up, like I always do. Well, at least previous 3 days. Up to the door, around 8 o'clock, knock on the door, she answers. No, she answers. And she like looks at me. And looks at me like,
who are you?
Right.
yeah, that look.
Right.
And so I'm just like, hey, what do you need me to do? Or, I'm here or whatever. And she just like, who are you? I was like, what? I'm like, is this, are you joking? And she's like, I think you should leave. And she like, she seriously acted like she had no idea who I was. And she said she could call the authorities. She kicked me out. And she didn't pay me for the day before.
I'm gonna call the cops out here.
How horrible.
She's crazy. She might have had
Schizophrenia.
She might have.
Just forgot who you were?
Telling our story.
What?
Telling our story.
Story time with Mr. Liston.
I can tell you a lot of stories about out in Oregon.
Oregon.
Tell us about your house.
Why'd you come
Well,
back?
I did become a certified sailor when I was out there too. And
Well, that's where
I could just see him.
and I raced in some yacht races out there.
Really?
You have like,
He was living the life
you have
out
like
there.
a lifetime of stories.
Well, you guys will too.
This is like
Sailor.
you're a sailor.
Certified
Oh,
sailor.
and I almost killed a guy too. His name was Norm. We were just
Get this.
well, we were just in this little.
He wasn't from Cheers, was he?
No, 14-foot little sailboat. That we
You
found
ran him
some-
over?
No, we're in the harbor.
You ran him over?
We're in the harbor and we capsized, right? Because Norm, he didn't know what he's doing. He's an old guy and he couldn't really move around that much. So it wasn't funny, but it is now because Norm's fine. But the boom, see the boom, you got to duck when the boom's coming across.
It hit him?
Yeah, hit him
Like
right
on
in the nose.
Chris Farley?
Yeah,
Like
right.
on Tommy Boy?
Yeah, just hit him right there in the nose, in the face, right? And so he like almost goes overboard. So we're just in the harbor in Newport.
People probably watching you guys like, what are
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing?
Well, it was the day. It was the coldest day of our lessons too. It was like raining out and stuff. And
When isn't it raining there?
that's true. It's and it was like in March, so it was pretty cold.
Why
day.
did you want to be a sailor?
Why not?
Who doesn't want to be a sailor?
Yeah.
Jordan?
Anyway,
They don't
so
got accents.
he gets up and starts moving around when he shouldn't have,
You wouldn't
and
be
our boat just
In the harbor?
yeah, in the harbor. And I remember I was so this is gonna sound bad, but it was real cold out, so I didn't really want to get wet. So while the boat was, it didn't like just do like
You
this.
threw him first?
It eventually just like was capsized, right? So I just kept on climbing it up on the
like Titanic.
yeah, kind of. And so basically when it's it capsized, I'm on top of the boat like this, it's still kind of dry, and there's Norm. He's tangled up in all these lines. I remember he's just like, God help me, and I didn't help him. I didn't help him.
That's horrible.
Well, I didn't want to get wet. It was freezing. No, listen. If he was in any real danger of dying, I would have helped him.
You would have got wet though.
What? But still, I would have helped him if I knew that he was gonna maybe die. But you know, he was tangled up. He wasn't going anywhere. And
Was he underwater?
No. Sometimes he went under, but
Sometimes.
no, he was like he had something to grab onto if he wanted to. Anyway, and I knew our instructors were coming out anyway, so they were coming out and they took care of him.
How do you flip a boat over?
Did he break his nose?
Norm.
Norm did it?
He just kept on. After he got hit in the head, he like just started walking around, and all of a sudden he like. So.
How do you pick up a bow?
Broken.
What?
So how do you pick it up and put it back where it was?
Just,
I don't think I've ever wanted to
Put
be
the
a
boat
sailor.
back?
well, what we did that time is they had the speedboat,
Oh.
and so they just hooked some stuff up. And flipped
So
it
you
back
went
up.
from working in a bed and breakfast to being a sailor.
Well, that was just.
To being forgotten about.
Well, but the sailing thing is something I paid for the lessons and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you came to be a basic business. You're
I'll have to
teacher?
bring you guys. I gotta
And
bring
then
you guys my
basic-
picture of my my sailing class. It was quite